I love that women across social media, across culture, across country of origin are speaking. We're speaking from our own narratives, and our voices are not necessarily always being filtered through the mouthpieces of men. We're telling you what we're seeing from our perspective, our beliefs, our opinions, and all of that. This is my girl E. She's a Vietnamese American. She's like a some kind of career counselor. And in this conversation, she's talking to another 50 some odd year old Gen X white woman. So that is the foundation of this conversation. She says, had an interesting conversation with another Gen X woman who is about to pop into a leadership position. I've got about 3 of those right now, and I'm super proud of them. We have been working on navigating their career paths during the pandemic, and they're going to make a big leap within the next 18 months. We were talking about watching our Gen X male peers chase around younger women and flame out over and over again. She says, what do these guys even think they're doing, E? They're just making fools of themselves and we're just watching. She says, I said, oh, I totally think these guys believe that as they keep getting poorer and into worse health with every one of these flameouts, that ultimately they're going to be able to settle for one of us once they've exhausted all of their younger woman options. The only men who are succeeding in this younger woman thing are successful, healthy, and financially secure. All the others are getting straight up used and then dumped or cheated on. I really think these guys think that we, Gen X women, are going to be there waiting once they've exhausted their last dollar on a younger woman and their career and health are in free fall. Our generation is the last to fall for that martyrdom sexist BS. Millennial women have very different values and are not signing up to take care of some old man who made a bunch of poor choices. A lot of these men are literally about to end up in the old man Mojo Dojo Casa house. They're going to end up there because of their poor choices, their lack of relationships, their lack of relationships with their children and other family members. So, ladies, we really need to be considering how we're going to monetize their loneliness, how we're going to tax them. But back to the story. She continues with, I predict they will suddenly discover or realize that we are great and successful once their money runs out. And then they will just be able to gaslight us into believing they suddenly grew up and see our value. But you know what? I see Gen X women learning from our younger peers and fast. We are shedding all of that conditioning at the speed of light. I see us becoming strong and making choices for us. It's beautiful, and I do not know one successful Gen X woman under my watch who's going to be the fall girl for some guy who ran it all out on younger women and then turns around and is like, oh, maybe I should date women my own age now that I don't have um, anything to offer and need a caretaker, as in a hospice care wife. Absolutely not. We're no longer signing up to be a hospice care wife. They need to go to the old man Mojo Dojo Casa house. I mean, we are not stupid. We are watching you. We are not going to be here to pick up those pieces. We're going to be too busy traveling with each other and drinking coconut drinks on the beach in Southeast Asia. That's it, and that's all. She laughed and then said, and by the time they realize our value, quote unquote, their peens are going to be broken from alcohol, drugs, and aging anyway. So, what is the point for us? Absolutely. She says, hey, you said it. I didn't see you on the beach in Vietnam. Like I said, she's Vietnamese American. This is the conversation that many women are having. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, these dudes really bought into women are coming every 15 minutes like buses. And a lot of the women I'm seeing my age, I'm 43 and older, are saying, get someone else to do it. We were around when men were talking like we were just going to be around. And I really do believe that a lot of these people bought into the rhetoric that they were spewing. Now they live in Delulu land. They really live in Delulu land and think that these young ladies really want them. Sorry, Pop Pop, they don't want you. Then I came across this video. Someone tagged me in this. This 52-year-old man is looking for a surrogate mother. He is looking to continue his name. his name is very important to him, but all of a sudden at 52, he's looking to handle that and extend his lineage. Now, I don't know the history of this man, but I'm listening to his video and he is doing the basic talking points. It must have a low body count. She can't have drank. She can't have dated outside of her race. He's like putting all these stipulations on women where he is the one that is in search of something. He is having a come to Jesus moment where he's looking for something, yet he still has all of these requirements and he's not looking to go to an agency. He is putting out an ad on TikTok asking for women to contact him as if this is the place to find a surrogate. What's wild about this is that this man has not been humbled yet by the fact that he's 52 years old and thinks that he is still entitled to a young lady's body and labor. And he thinks that he has choices. And that's what's kind of funny to me. But maybe he can find it. He's looking for a woman of color, serious replies only. This is IVF, and he is doing an ad on TikTok. I think that we will probably start to see some of these types have to have a self reflection, a moment of self reflection, where all of these talking points that they're giving are not working on women anymore. And they're finding themselves in need of the Mojo Dojo Casa House because they haven't had children or they haven't connected and built relationships with the children that they had. But you guys can go ahead and let me know what you think about this man right here. And are you seeing these people have regrets after flaming out, thinking that they were entitled to other women? I mean, younger women, like they have a whole lot of options.
Yes, you read the caption correctly. I'm looking for a surrogate mother to carry my child, to carry on my legacy. Uh, of course, it's going to be artificial insemination. I prefer a woman of color that doesn't have a large body count, if any. Uh, I prefer that she hasn't ventured outside her race. Don't need a woman that's scorned or has been scorned, mentally challenged, or has a dependency on drugs and alcohol, has a history of that. My legacy must go on. In a couple of days, I'll be 52 years old. So I cherish the Hills name, and I'm going to raise this child myself. It's a strictly business deal. You would have to sign an NDA. That's a non-disclosure agreement. Okay? So you relinquish all your parental rights to me. And I'll take care of all the expenses of carrying this child. And of course, we would negotiate compensation and all. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to carry on my legacy. I don't want to traditionally come. I don't need the drama. I want artificial insemination. This is a business deal. I'm not looking. I'm just looking to take care of the young lady until she has the child, and after that, I'll take care of the child myself. I need to raise a son, hopefully, without interruptions or without other influences. As a Hills, I cherish my name, Oscar Hills IV. I'm proud of that name, and I'll stand by that name. And that name must go. That name must go on. Okay. So definitely reach out to me, and this is only serious inquiries are welcome here. And if, again, I gave you the I gave you the exclusions. I don't need the one that's been around the block and every Joe Blow has ran through them. I don't need that. I don't need a woman that's desecrated their body in any type of form outside their race with drugs and alcohols. I don't need a mentally challenged woman. It would be artificial inseminated. because that stuff carry on to the child, and I don't need that. I don't need that. So yeah, only serious people, women, um, respond. You can inbox me or whatever the case, but and I'll reach back out to you if you meet those qualifications. So I'm gonna stop this video at 33.3, but I am looking for a surrogate mother to carry on my legacy. Peace.